Hi, my name is LaQuanda Jefferson. I am a psychotherapist here in the Atlanta area, and I also wear many other hats: community outreach, director for Familial LLC, psychotherapy and consultation services, business consultant, social justice advocate, and mentor, life coach, love expert, and so much more. So that's who I am, and you are, tuning in to some feedback for Doc LQJ Speaks. This particular video will address a question um, of a viewer, and I get asked this question a lot though, but basically what she wanted to know is what my take on, one second, give me a second. Obviously, I'm still at work. So, what my take is on a woman who is African American and successful keeping her man. Okay, so here's the thing. Keeping a partner, it's not about the level of success that a woman has. It's not about where this woman is in her life or her career. And it's also not about where that other person is in their life, in their career. However, it is very much centered on where that person is growth-wise when it comes to their maturation in life, and where they are on the spectrum of development. So for the person who is disinterested in a relationship, there is absolutely nothing that you're going to be able to do to, for one, attract the affects of that individual, two, to keep that person. If a person is interested in you and genuinely in love with you, they are in love with you, not the idea of you. They're not there as a fly-by-night or as a temporary, or that person that's there for that moment. They're there for the long haul. So these types of questions don't necessarily have much relevance. If you are wondering what keeps people are innately drawn to routine. Okay, so whatever it is that caught that person's eye initially, and whoever you presented yourself to be, it's very important that you are consistently that person during that entire relationship. Of course, you are going to evolve and adapt, and you're going to grow, and both of you are. But the idea is to have growth alongside and along with the relationship. Okay, so if the two of you are individually growing and developing what you should be, you are, whether you want to or not, and that relationship is constantly evolving and growing, then life is good. Things are okay. However, when you find yourself in a situation to where you feel like you're becoming more and more disconnected, this may be a time that you want to sit down and talk to your partner, because what I always stress to couples in premarital counseling and consultation is that the person in which you are marrying right now is very much a representation of who you are marrying in reality. What that means is that our initial impression of people, doesn't matter if it's 2 months or 2 years, the initial impression of people is one that we've adapted from the way we see them when we're the most satisfied with them. Okay, now that's not to say that relationships don't go through hurdles prior to reaching the milestone of marriage. That's to say that people have expectations of you that you don't know about before they put the ring on it. Okay, these expectations often go uncommunicated. Why? Because people don't know how to present these expectations to their partner, because nobody delved really deep enough and ask them the real questions that would depict whether or not that marriage is going to last forever or for a season. If we marry people that are seasonal, as my grandparents used to put it, that marriage and those people are going to wither away. Okay? Because that's what seasonal things do. We see that with the change of season. When spring comes, things blossom. Winter comes the winter frost, the plants die. Most of them anyway. So your relationship will be just like that if you've married or committed yourself to a person that was meant to be seasonal in your life. So it's really important that in the very beginning, before you even get to that point, you allow yourself and your partner to grow, either together or apart. But you do so and you don't make an attempt to keep them. Because here's the thing. If that relationship was seasonal, it's going to wilter away. It's going to wither away, and then you're going to feel like it was your fault. Or maybe you're going to blame them. Either way, those are both negative forms of communication. Acceptance is where we accept our part and we accept the fact that that relationship was not meant to be. And then we grow from that and we learn from that. So before you even get there, the answer to your question is simple. If that person was meant for you, that person will be for you. Oftentimes, women find themselves in a very tough situation where they're trying to figure out what it is that they can do to make that relationship continue to go forward, because they vested so much time into a relationship or so much time into that other person. But that's just simply maladaptive, counterproductive. Take time to get to know you. Take time to really get to know your partner. And I'm not saying that you couldn't get to know your partner well enough to get married within 5 or 6 months. I'm just saying that if your time in your relationship is dedicated more towards having sex with your partner than it is dedicated to courtship and dating and, digging into the core of that person, you may run into problems like this. So whether a woman is successful or not, she has to realize the man that is for her. And she has to understand that that connection, if it is genuine, doesn't need a special remedy in order for it to continue to grow. It needs genuine affect, genuine love, and the most that it needs is dedication and commitment. Because love in itself does not hold a relationship together. Okay? So, that is my answer. That's my take. And I really hope that this has been helpful for you. Okay? Oh, I almost forgot. If you guys have any other topics or any other questions that you would like my weigh in on, please submit them to my Facebook page. Follow me, facebook.com/DocLQJ, DOCLQJ, or send me an email at doclqj@familialbonds.org or doclqj@gmail.com or outlook.com. Okay? So that's pretty much all I've got. You guys live well, inspire one another, aspire to empower one another, and be great.